Hi everyone, I'm Zach from Porsche Center Calgary, and today we are taking a look over our exclusive build for our 2022 Taycan Turbo S. But one thing I do want to note on this car being previous calendar year old now is that the great thing with Porsche is that as long as everything's current gen, the vehicles are going to remain the same. So anything from essentially 2020 to 2023 for Taycan, the vehicle is identical. This car, even though it's 2022, is going to have all the exact same features, options, performance spec as what you could expect out of a 2023. But I think that's enough of an explanation there. To start off, this is going to be ice gray, metallic for your exterior color there. And to start with the most obvious of the exclusive manufacturer options on the vehicle, it's going to be the sport design package in the carbon fiber. So you're going to essentially have the more aggressive front and rear fascia on the vehicle. And if you take a look down here, quite obvious, you're going to have big portions of that all done up in carbon fiber. And as we move along the outside of the vehicle too, you're going to notice you're going to have your 21-inch exclusive design wheels with aero blades in carbon fiber. So you can see these big pieces here. For one, they look absolutely fantastic. And if you're talking about rotational mass on those wheels, obviously you are saving considerable weight with the carbon fiber. So you're going to be able to accelerate a little bit quicker out of there. And like I said, just less rotational mass. So it's going to give you a little bit of better ride feel there. Continuing along the side of the vehicle, once more, talking about carbon fiber, you're going to see a whole lot of that on this vehicle. You're going to have the carbon fiber mirrors, the side skirts as well down here. That's going to be done up in carbon fiber. And then if we walk along to the very rear of the vehicle too, once again talking about that sport design package with the carbon fiber bits, you're going the lower bit of your rear fascia is going to be all done up in carbon fiber as well. A couple other things I want to highlight on the exterior of this vehicle in terms of options. Not necessarily exclusive options, but you'll notice we also have all the matching pieces done up in high gloss black. So you can see your high gloss black window trim here. If we go to our charging ports, you have the electric slide cover. Once again, more high gloss black accents to tie everything together really nicely. And one of my favorites for this vehicle here, if we go look at the brakes, so these are going to be your PCCBs, so your Porsche ceramic composite brakes. Those in themselves are an exclusive manufacturer option as well. If you take a look at the rotors, they're huge. They look like dinner plates. Absolute amazing stopping power. And other thing that's quite cool with these ones is that the actual calipers were done up in high gloss black to match with your window trim and all your other high gloss black components. Coming right up to the front of the vehicle, you are going to have the PDLS Plus Matrix tinted headlights here. So these are going to be tinted to be black to match the rest of the vehicle. If you go look at the rear of the car, your Porsche logo and the tail lights there are also going to be done up in black. Once again, kind of getting rid of all that color there so it matches all your black and carbon fiber accents that you have on the vehicle. And as far as exclusive content and options go for the exterior of the vehicle, that essentially takes us through all of those. Moving to the interior of the vehicle. So to start with, if we unlock the vehicle, you'll notice that the actual key itself is going to be done up in leather. I don't have it on yet at the moment, but the key is also going to come with a leather pouch where you're able to kind of customize stitching and all that stuff in it to color, which looks quite cool. And then going to the actual inside of the vehicle, start with a few things to point out on the door. So one of my personal favorites that you can do in the Taycan is the fact that you can actually kind of customize a couple different trim pieces inside the vehicle. So for one, you're going to notice that your accent pieces or kind of your extended door handles here, and this is going to also include inside the rear doors, are going to be done up in the exterior color. So that's going to be ice gray on this particular vehicle. And if you come down just above and below these pieces as well, you're going to notice that you can also adjust what trim pieces you have below there. So this one, kind of going along with what you saw on the exterior of the vehicle, is going to have those carbon fiber bits. And then continuing to talk about carbon fiber, like I said, there's lots of it in this vehicle. Illuminated carbon fiber door sills that are saying Taycan Turbo S on them. So those look absolutely lovely. You're also going to be able to see that we have our carbon fiber steering wheel. So essentially all your spokes are going to be done up in carbon fiber. It's done a little bit differently than what your carbon fiber steering wheels look like a few years ago, where your rim was carbon fiber, and I actually love that. It's a little bit more comfortable on the hands too. And then the last bit of carbon fiber, essentially I haven't pointed out yet, it's going to be done up along your central console here. Continuing through the interior options on this vehicle, a few leather and race text options I can point out. So you are going to have the extended leather dashboard on here. So essentially up above like your sport chrono clock, closer to where your defrosters are, all those bits are going to be done up in extended leather. We will also have our aluminum pedals, which you can see by my feet here. And then as far as Ratex and everything goes, kind of a cool option to see up along your mirror casing here. That's going to be done in Racetex, and that's just going to match everything nicely with the rest of your roof and kind of A-pillar trim, all of that. That's done up in Racetex there. Continuing through a few other exclusive content bits in this vehicle. So coming up along the dash here, where you typically have your sport chrono clock, you go and have your Porsche sub-second design clock instead. So that looks absolutely lovely, a little bit more analog there. Coming back here, let me pull these out so you can see. You're going to have matching chalk seat belts right here. That's going to match up with the rest of your interior leather here. As far as sound system and everything goes, definitely worth mentioning, you are going to have the Burmeister sound system inside this vehicle. Sounds absolutely lovely in this car, especially considering how quietly the Taycan in general is being an electric vehicle. You really do get the most out of that sound system. So that is quite noteworthy as well. And then last few things to point out for exclusive content. You are going to have your underdoor puddle lights on this vehicle. So that's just going to be the projectors on the underside of your doors that when you pop them open at night, it's going to protect Porsche onto the ground. Looks quite cool. Lastly, I wanted to kind of point out a few other highlights on this vehicle. So this being especially the Turbo S model of the Taycan, you are able to have a ridiculous amount of fun in it. I mean, as far as straight line speed goes, this car is absolutely incredible. You'll easily do 0 to 100 in well under 3 seconds. If you're looking at tests or reviews on the vehicle, often people are landing kind of around that 2.4 seconds from 0 to 100. The thing that really sticks out with this car is going to be how it handles. However, at least for me, everyone has their own preferences. So for one, you have such a low center of gravity on these Taycans that the handling is incredible, lots of grip. But this being the Turbo S, you are going to have your air suspension on the car so you can raise and lower the chassis. PASM is going to be included with that, so you're going to have your active sport management system, essentially your sport suspension, so you're able to stiffen up your chassis to different degrees. And then noteworthy spec specifically on this one is going to be your Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control Plus on it, and essentially that's active roll stabilization on the car. So as long as that's active and you're going around corners, essentially the harder you're cornering, the harder the car is going to be resisting body roll. You've got infinitely adjustable dampers that are helping with that. And it does make a very noticeable difference. This car, essentially when you're cornering really hard, you're not going to notice any body roll at all. It stays pretty much perfectly flat, which is an amazing sensation, especially in this what's considered a heavy vehicle. But thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate your time. If you do have any questions on this particular vehicle or exclusive manufacturer content on anything, don't hesitate to reach out. You can either reach out to our sales team directly, or even if you just wanted to drop a comment on our YouTube page, we'll get back to you that way as well. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day.